that Moodle learning management system and be able to access it online without paying. And we have said it is good because we are able to learn on how a learning management system works. And then we can be able to create courses. We can be able to create content and upload, update. We can be able to enroll users. We can do all that an LMS is meant to do in e-learning services. So we even have people who have created the LMS based on Gnomio, and they have recruited students and they are making money. So the students pay like 100 per week to access the sites. So, and they have a number of students accessing that course, and just the 100 bob looks like small, but if it is multiplied by 500, for example, it becomes a very big figure. So just depends on how you think and implement something. So it's possible you can even start making a living using these systems. Then you combine that with, of course, video conferencing and other facilities, and you'll be able to have created a simple online system that enables you to teach and learn online. Well, so as you are seeing, so the tips I want to give you is that when you open some of these things, just let your eyes just read, for example, create your site URL. So there's somewhere to type, and then you say it is saying between 2 and 32, lowercase letters or numbers, no spaces. Then you put your email, then you click I have read, and then you create site. Simple as that. So Gnomio is a free hosting service where you can use Moodle, the most popular training tool in the world. If you are an educator, here you can create your own online learning community, right? In a few minutes, you can have your virtual classroom active with your own subdomain, secure access, complete administration privileges, and totally free. So you read this thing so that you understand what's happening here. Just generally reading and even including this notice on how your LMS will disappear if you don't use it. You should be able to read this. How backups are done. Maybe this one is not important at the moment, but just read and see what happens on or what you can get from this. And think that for security reasons, in the free version, you could not be able to install. So these are the ones that you use for maybe attendance monitoring and others, maybe the themes and all that. So they are limited because it is free here. Now, so as a student, what is required of you now for this module? What is required of you is to come here once you have opened gnomio.com. You put your website name, and you have seen it is lowercase letters or numbers. And then, so your site will be for example, my tvet3.gnomio.com. But you might find somebody else has taken this, so you give a different name. Then you put your email address. You agree to the terms and conditions. Then you just say create site. So once you have done that, it tells you your site is being created. Within a few minutes, you will receive an email with login details. If you do not receive it, please check your spam folder. So be keen on the notifications that you are given. So once that is done, of course, this will take some minutes before you can be able to see that message in your inbox. So meanwhile, you can ask a question as we wait for it to generate the email that we expect to give us instructions. Well, so I stop sharing and share again so that you can see what is in my email and what it says.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Where we are inputting the website. So that means we have to create a website.
Basically, an LMS is a website, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so what you're just supposed to do is just to fill that detail and just say create sites. That is your first step, nothing else. Now, so
Okay.
once you've done that and given it a few minutes, you will see an email like this, which tells you welcome to Gnomio. So I want to open it so that we can read the contents and be good people and be people who can read. So it is saying, welcome to Gnomio. Gnomio support. Please do not reply to this email. Hello and welcome to gnomio.com. Your Moodle site is at, that is the address now. Going forward, this is your LMS. This is your LMS. Please do not prepend www. So cautioning you, don't say www.mytvet3.gnomio.com. Then your login information is this one. It is important that you read the terms of service regards Gnomio support team. So as simple as that. So we are taking this link and opening it in another tab. So I will stop sharing this so that I share now the opened site. It's not sharing. Let me share the whole screen and then you'll tell me whether you can see my screen. Maybe you can confirm. Screen is visible.
Yes, visible.
Yes.
Thank you very much. So this is now your website before you put anything. So they have put for you some texts and so you see that name that we gave it, mytvet.what. That is the address, but we will change that name to something else. So the first thing to do is now to log in. Log in. So you saw that the username was admin and the password is what was in the email. Sorry. Password was what was in the email. So say login. Let's say got it. So you can see this is what you see, and this is the basic setup of your LMS. There are no courses. There is the tab for site administration. There's home. So the first thing maybe is we can start by editing this. So if you look down here, there is somewhere it says edit or remove this text. So we can just click on edit. Then you say edit section settings. Section name. Maybe your, which one is your course, you guys? Which is your skill area?
Agriculture.
Agriculture. So we can say, hey, yes, TVET, School of Agriculture. So we say, welcome to KS TVET, School of Agriculture. So you just create your own school. It doesn't have to be KS TVET. Should not be, in fact, it should not be KS TVET. So it's your own school that you are starting. Then this content here, you can now describe your institution, what it does. So for me, I can take this. I go to AI and generate some content. Mm, Description of my online school. So, and then I press enter. So you can see. So I will take this and put it here. Then I save changes. So I forgot to remove the word new. So I can always edit and change. So you can see now the description is different, and it says, welcome to KSTVET School of Agriculture. You can also remove the first line because it is not making any sense to have both of them. So save changes. So welcome to KSTVET School of Agriculture, and then the description is there. Flexible expert instructors, practical training, certification, community support. Which courses are we offering? Crop production, livestock management, agriculture machinery and soil science, agriculture economics. Why choose KS TVET School of Agriculture? So quality education and join and all that. So that is the first step. You can also include a photo if you wanted to. If you wanted to, maybe put some photo here, you can do it. You just need to click on this one and then you upload from your pictures roll. So can we just use like this one, Kenya School of TVET for the sound. Then we say save. So we should have our description has been made, then we can have settings of our school. So we give it now the correct name. So short name is KST SA. Maybe we can give a description there. What do you want when you are clicking on home? What do you want to see is the list of courses. Yeah, so you can add something else. When logged in, we can have the same maximum number of courses for those others. You can change just accordingly. Just read and you see whether it is important for you to change or just leave it as the default if you don't understand what it says. So we save changes. As you can see, if now we again click here, you can see it's Kenya School of Agriculture. Then you can see we have put the logo there. And then we have some calculation. And then we have said we'll be able to see our courses and the categories that we have in the school. So that is the first bit to do. So the next things is just having a feel of the site administration side, site administration. And because I know you'll be confused, I don't want to go beyond here. So what I will give you now, you create the site up to this point. Then after you create, you can explore these things. Just read through, you see whether they are making sense, they are not making sense. The next will give you, the next, when we meet, of course, I'll have to repeat from the beginning for those who are not here. But I can see the numbers increased to 33, which is good. But anyway, I'll brush through so that those who are not here can be able to catch up. Then we'll be able to move next. However, if you relate your mind, just open and you just try to do things. Like, for example, you can see here it is written add new user. So you see accounts, then add new user or user management. So, but you can start with add new user. So you see what happens. So if I'm here and I wanted to add the first user, and the first user you're supposed to add is the trainer user. So that user is, the username is trainer. Then this is a manual account. What is the password? The password is supposed to be ordered at 2022. So this is a standard account that we use to access your website when we are marking your work. So it should be, all of you must create the trainer account. Then it must have this password so that we don't have to ask you what is the password to your LMS. Once you send us your link, we can be able to just log in. Then the first name, can call this guy trainer. The last name is KST Vets. The email address is trainer@gmail.com. So it's just an email address. So the rest of the things, they are not necessary for the moment. And you can see what is required is marked in red. So these fields have to be filled. Then after doing that, you just say create user. So by doing so, you're already having two users. The admin user, who is yourself, then the trainer, who is me, and that trainer has a standard username and password so that you don't have to tell us what is there. So here you're required to create a minimum of 5 users. And these users can be able to log in and work on your work. If we give you a task where the trainers or the users need to log in, they should be able to log in. So create users and communicate to them. So you have to maybe work in groups so that it is easy for you to belong to this person's LMS and the other person belongs to your LMS as just a user. Yeah, so again, you can go back to site administration. So you go to users, you want to see the list of users, you click browse list of users. Well, I want to believe that that is enough for today. Of course, the requirements are they are quite a number. For those who are fast, you proceed on. You don't have to wait for me. For those who have to wait for the teacher to do something, well and good, you can wait. But basically speaking, if you go to your site, there are requirements of what is expected of you. Yeah, so you guys are April intake. Yeah, so you're supposed to right now you are where you're supposed to do learning management system, then you'll move to creating the course. Then you, of course, these are for reading. And then finally, you are supposed to put your link, your Gnomio link on your e-portfolio. Then later on, you will come here and submit your work on this link, which is open, and it closes on. So we'll change the date. I think 20th October could be near. We can add some more time, but just keep on this deadline so that at least you push yourself to finish your work. But then again, you don't have to finish completely, because if you just upload your e-portfolio link, you can continue working on your LMS. So let's just submit by this date the e-portfolio link as you work on your LMS. Well, so you are supposed to follow this. There is a introduction to LMS, and this is how the instructions on how to create your LMS. So this is your video that explains exactly what I've explained, and you'll be able to watch and up to the end and get the requirements that you're supposed to finish. So by now you are expected to have done this, but it is important for me to just show you that it is just a matter of clicking and typing and maybe pulling content from here, there, and finish up. Well, so there is this requirements sheets. Is it loaded here? So everything that you need is here. How to be the administrator to your learning management system, issue of how to customize, changing your theme, adding new users, manage your user profile, create courses. You can always refer to this place, because we have videos that have been made to guide you on how to do all those things. Just the same thing I'm trying to do tonight. So everything is just here, changing the theme, adding users, managing the users. The next is about creating the courses. So everything is just here for you. You don't even have to wait for me so that you can proceed. So the issue of resources and activities. So resources are here. Then how to do what we call resources, books, files, folders. How do we add them? There is a video that explains how to add all this. Then next you'll go to Moodle activities or activities, the same thing. Then of course, you'll be able to get all that information in the learning management system, and you'll be good. So don't wait again. Start doing. The other groups have moved. So take your time, go through. When you get lost, come back to your learning management system, the KSTVET learning management system. Open this module, try to check what you need to do on this. So then you continue until you finish. And there are video descriptions on how to do what you expected to do. So you can start small by creating the site, getting to the site, customizing the top page, adding the users. And then you rest, then you can come back and learn on how to create categories and courses. Then you create course and category. And after that, you add content to the courses. The content is what we call resources and activities. So you'll be able to do all that. So with those guidelines, I open the floor for questions before we end this class, and you proceed on to working on your learning management system. Yes, Sheila.
Yes, so we just create a Gnomio LMS, then we wait for further instructions, or where do we submit? Because where I submitted the e-portfolio, I think it had only 3 attempts. Na nishatumia 2, so.
When you submitted the e-portfolio, was it for module 1 or module 2? So if mine is just once, you submit once. And what you're submitting is the link to your e-portfolio, not the link to the LMS. The link to the LMS will appear as evidences on your e-portfolio of the task of creating an e-portfolio. So if I come here, you see here, and I open this. This is where you're supposed to put your e-portfolio. So I open this. I can be able to see those who have submitted their links or tried to submit. And where is it talking about eCater? Well, I think these ones are lost, guys. They submitted in the wrong place. Everything is about Keter. Well, so in any case, I can be able to even clear all the attempts so that you guys can redo it. I will just edit and see what is the problem and why people are submitting things as Keter. Maybe there is some content that says Keter. Yeah, so you'll be able to submit. I will clear all these attempts. All of you submit again. And
Okay,
I want to believe that you belong to this group. Yes.
Okay, I think that's fine. Thank you.
Okay. Any other question?
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Okay, on e-portfolio link submission, I can see there are some steps or conditions that you should perform first before submitting the link. Okay, and about changing, kuna change something about the user. Would you mind maybe taking us through those conditions, or are they in any way interfering with the link if you submit it directly?
Okay, what happens is that if the link is submitted there is no problem. Even if you change again that e-portfolio to be something else, you just need to publish it again. The link will remain the same. So when that lecturer will come to check on the LMS, they will be able to see they will be able to see your changes and not the old one, but the link will remain the same. Unless you create a new e-portfolio, that's when you'll have problems. But if it's just making changes on your e-portfolio, it will you'll just use the same link to access your e-portfolio. Are we together?
Yes.
So the expectation is you arrange your work like this so that it is easy to just access them.
Yeah, hello, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, there was a request from other trainers that they were taking us through, and they also told us to use the same link, and also embed the units inside the link. So we were requesting that under that assessment we have term 1, term 2, and term 3. That is module 1, 2, and 3. So we were requesting if you can just also under the term 2, we also embed their units there so that when they open, they can also find their units.
It's okay.
We
So
just
this
use
is what you are saying.
same.
Well, so this is what we are saying. Like you can see my screen, I believe. Yeah,
Yes.
under term 2, we are saying you can have the first unit, second unit, up to the last one, right?
Yes.
So for me, I'll come straight to ODC 7250 to check whether you have put the evidence of the learning management system there.
Okay.
Yeah, and then the rest will go to their units and check their evidences.
So another issue, should we just stick to term 1, 2, and 3, or we can also use module 1, 2, and 3? Because for them, they are referring it as module 1, module 2, module 3.
Just the same thing.
Sorry?
Just the same thing is okay, we'll understand.
Okay.
Any more questions?
Yes, excuse me, sir. Yes, for the term 1, do we add any units?
Teams have any units for term 1?
We had the units, but I'm asking if we have to put them there.
Yeah, this is the structure. I think you stick to the structure the way it is guiding you. So you can have your tab for term 1, another one for term 2, and another one for term 3.
Okay.
Other question before we stop?
Hello. So you told
Yes.
us also to create a page for media.
Yeah, it is here. So this is just general media. So it's open for what you can put there. So remember, we are trying to help you create something that you can even use to seek for opportunities. So that's why we are having it open. So you might be, maybe you are doing some project somewhere, which maybe you are paid for, or you are an attachment or something, and you want to describe it properly and have it documented on your e-portfolio, then you can just bring it here. So, and the purpose of this is to just help you You can use this e-portfolio also as evidence that you can be able to perform certain things when you're looking for some jobs. Could be an online job, could be a short time job, maybe for 2 or 3 days or a month. Yeah, so that is what we are looking at.
Okay, before you leave, you also told us also to add you as part of the owner. So a point of reminder: is it in the e-portfolio or in the Gnomio? Because some also asking me if they can add your email as an editor in the e-portfolio, but I was referring them to Gnomio. So can you clear that, please?
Okay, so for e-portfolio, it should remain yours for now until you are told otherwise. So you don't need to add my email. For the learning management system, we said we need to add a generic user, and the username is like we have done here on this, so that when I come in, I'll just log in. For example, you can see if I open this, so you can see we have the admin, who is you, the owner of the LMS, and then there is me, who is the trainer. And as you can see, this is not my email, but just a general email for everybody to add the teacher. So if I log this one out, and now you have sent to me the link for marking this link, which is at the top. So I will open, and when I come here, well, so I think I got lost. I hope you can see my screen.
Yes.
Hello, can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see it. What I'm seeing is admin user and trainer Estivate.
I hope I'm back. Yeah, so I have had an internet challenge for a few minutes. Okay, I hope. Period. Okay, so we are back. I hope you can see the screen.
Yes.
Well, so as I was saying, so once you give me this link, I just come here and say login. Then the username will not be admin now. It will be trainer, as I said, should be. Then I'll put the password because I know. Because we know anybody else who is the trainer will use that. And then you can see it allows me to log in. So then now I can be able to see what you have done. Then, of course, once you create a course, you'll enroll me to the course. Creating a user is one thing, and enrolling the user into a course is something else. So an enrolled user only sees the courses they are enrolled in or they are allowed to access. So being a user does not mean you'll be able to access a certain course. So you'll need to create a user first. The user, me, is I'll just be called trainer. Stewart Trainer. My email will be this, trainer@gmail.com. So once you give me the link, I'll be able to see password. It's Odell at 2022. And I don't know whether it is in the instructions, but you can capture that Odell with capital O at 2022. That is the standard password for these things. So I hope we are together. So as you can see now, as just a normal user, I don't see the site administration tab whereby I can change anything. So I can't change anything here. So the only thing I can change is just my profile, maybe picture. So I can come here, say edit profile, and I go down here. I pick a picture from wherever is stored in my computer and use it as my picture, and then just update. And then you can see that. So those are the only things I can change, because now I'm a user. I cannot do anything more than that. I cannot create courses. I cannot add sources because I'm just a normal user. I hope that's okay. Mm-hmm.
So after being sent the username and the password from the email account, after logging in, is it also possible to change the password into a more memorable one?
Is it? Yeah, you can change the password. You can change your password. So for example, if I'm here, let's go to profile, edit profile. I can change my password here. Where is it? Let's see, not allowed to change. Is it there? See preferences.
You have to change into admin first. You are still a trainer.
Yeah, so you're looking at it in terms of who are you? When your users come in, can they also be able to change their password? They should be able to change, yeah. But you can just, now you have the freedom to try and see what happens. Sawa?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so the power is on your side now. You create your own site, you become the administrator, you can create other users and all that. Any other question? Kindly let's revisit how to create Gnomio. Where were you, Janet? You decided not to come on time. So I've recorded this, I will share this. And also on the student LMS, the KSTVET LMS, the videos are still there. So you have so many places to refer from. So I will share this video.